Hello everyone and welcome back to another video, and today we are back on penguin.gg. We are going to give a little mid to end game guide. Now, as you can see above my head, I have moderator now. Woo! Yeah, anyway, we're going to go through a little mid to end game guide. So, if you've watched my beginner's guide, the initial one, the actual beginner's guide from when you start off, you will notice that we sort of end on a stage where you're making a good amount of money, you're starting to progress through, and you're just getting more and more money. The next thing you need to do now is get your own island up and running. Now, a lot of your money early game will be made from other people's islands. This part of the stage is what I call the mid game, is getting your own island up to scratch. Now, if you are a very creative person, you can go the same way that we've gone, sort of have a very aesthetic place with different areas for mob killing. We got our little area here, we've also got our Vex spawners through here, and everything else. But if you don't want to go that way, you can just have like stone boxes wherever, it doesn't really matter. But what you need to do is start getting yourself spawners and start making your island public and more noticeable. Because being very active in the community on the server is a very big part of the late game. You'll see names flying about in chat all the time that are very noticeable. So usually staff members and also people who have been playing the game for a long time have built up a sort of friendship with the chat and everybody on the server. You want to start doing that yourself by being active, starting conversations with people, and just overall being a good person. Now, a good way to do this is to obviously have an aesthetic island, but you can just have like this area here. You want Vex spawners. Now, we've reached the point in the game where Vex spawners are out, and they are the best spawner to have. So they are 9 million on the shop if you can unlock them, but if you are part of a bigger island, this probably is not a good way to go. Or you can buy them off AH for usually around 10 mil per. Yeah, like 10.5 mil. If we go up to the top around here, you can see how our Vexes are set up. We have a sort of like dual system going on where we've got two AFK people. We've got our Vexes here. We've got some Wandering Traders as well, but 200 Vexes here and another 190 Vexes over here. Now then, they obviously spawn these Vexes, they go all the way down here, and we have got like millions and millions of Vexes down in the bottom. So you want to get yourself Vex spawners, start killing Vexes on your own island, getting yourself more and more money, getting the masteries upgraded, because trust me, you will want to max out these masteries. Getting that 1.5 times sky coins, more rare drops and stuff is going to be very, very helpful. So this is your sort of mid-game, getting your island up to scratch. Building farms or whatever, building massive areas that you can actually do stuff. And then once you've got that all set up, you sort of enter the end game. Now this is the longest part, and this is when you just sit and kill billions and billions of Vexes and just give yourself carpal tunnel basically. Or you can mine, but at this point in the game, our island have at least figured out a way where you don't really need to mine anymore. So my entire idea with mining at this stage in the game is not worth it, because we make so much money from the Vexes that it is just more worth buying the blocks. So if you come over here, you can see that we have block shops set up for just emeralds and netherite. We actually have the best prices on the server right now. If you want to sell your emeralds here, 800k a stack, best prices going. Yeah, sell them here. But end game is just basically make as much money as you can, buy blocks, get your island value up, or do what you want. If you want to become the richest player, you could want to get on Battle Top, just keep all your money and just get higher and higher and higher on this list. But if I were you, this stage in the game, we're probably maybe a month away from finishing. There's no set date yet, so don't take that as fact, but I'm going to guess a little over a month left in the season. You might want to go for some island level, you might want to go for some money, or even giveaways. Now, giveaways might sound counterproductive in the progress of your island, but doing giveaways exposes you out into the community and allows you to gain better friendships and gain better connections with everybody on the game. And in the end of the day, when the next season comes out, if everybody knows who you are, odds are you're going to have an easier time because you'll be able to trade with more people easier, you'll be able to get all your stuff a lot easier. So yeah, that doesn't mean that you'll be given stuff, but it means that trading is just, you won't have to search for ages because you'll probably know someone who has stuff. But yeah, this is it. This guide today is less actual like showing you, but more telling you how to do this, how to get there. Spawners are the way to go. Killing mobs this season is very, very powerful. So yeah, that is what you want to do. That is the main guide sort of end game. All I do right now is sit, kill Vexes, and then I place the emeralds in the netherite when people sell them to us. So yeah, that's really all I can say in terms of the way to go in end game. The end game is a lot more boring than the early to mid game, but once you get here, this is what you want to do. Deboss is also a good way to make money in the late game as well. If you have max defensive armor, max enchants, and you're good with Deboss. If you get a champion dragon, you get 25 frags. You know, that's going to sell for... What a champ frag's going for right now. If you get a champion dragon, you could literally get, like, what? 4, if we're going to call it, like, 30 mil per... Yeah, you're going to be getting a lot of money from that. You'll be getting, like, 750 mil from the champion dragon alone. Not to mention the other stuff. Experience and that you don't really need to worry about. But anyway, that is a shorter video today, just explaining the end game methods and what you want to do. Also, the #1 comment on the video was to make a complete guide, basically, from everything. So, what I will be doing that. I'm going to upload a few more videos first before I make the guide all in one video. It'll probably be an hour long or so. But that will be something that comes fairly soon in the future, hopefully. But yeah, so shout out to Remembers I think was the name off the top of my head. Shout out to you for getting the most liked comment. And I will see you guys later. That is all for now. Goodbye. Farewell. Peace.